Have you ever noticed how your money habits don't really feel like choices? They feel inherited. Not from your parents necessarily, but from coworkers, friends, social media, and whatever looks normal around you. And that's the uncomfortable idea behind this video. Many of the financial habits we follow weren't designed to help us build stability. They were designed to help us fit in. Let's start with a situation that's very common across the US and Europe. Imagine someone in their late 20s or early 30s. They earn about $70,000 a year in the US, or roughly $55,000 in Europe. On paper, that sounds like progress. But after taxes, healthcare, and social contributions, their take-home pay is closer to $4,000 a month. Now, the normal expenses show up. Rent or a mortgage takes $1,500, a car payment or lease is $400, insurance, fuel, maintenance at another $250, student loans or education debt $300, credit cards, mostly everyday spending $200, groceries, phones, subscriptions, basic life $900. Before anything unexpected happens, nearly $3,550 is already gone. Nothing here looks irresponsible. In fact, most of it looks expected. And that's the problem. We don't question these habits because they're widely copied. We see colleagues driving similar cars, friends living in similar apartments, online creators calling it adulting. So we assume this must be the right way to live. But let's slow down and look at the math behind one habit we rarely question. Take the car. A $400 monthly payment doesn't feel extreme, but over 5 years, that's $24,000 before insurance, fuel, and repairs. Add those in, and the real cost quietly crosses $35,000. That's not a crisis, but it's also not neutral. The same thing happens with lifestyle upgrades. A slightly better apartment, a few more subscriptions, more convenience spending because life is busy. Each decision feels small, copied, justified, but together they absorb flexibility. The hidden mistake isn't spending money, it's copying finished lifestyles before building financial breathing room. Psychologically, we do this because humans learn by imitation. We look sideways before we look inward. If everyone around us seems to be managing fine, our brain assumes the system must work, even if we don't feel secure inside it. There's also something else at play: normalization. Debt payments become just bills. Stress becomes part of adult life. Living paycheck to paycheck becomes something we joke about instead of question. Over 10 or 15 years, this creates a quiet outcome. Not disaster, just stagnation. No margin, no real control, no ability to slow down when life changes. A job shift feels dangerous. A health issue feels overwhelming. Economic uncertainty feels personal. Not because income was low, but because habits were copied without being examined. Financially intelligent people don't live in a different economy. They live with a different reference point. They don't ask, what does everyone else do with this income? They ask, what does this income allow me to protect? They delay copying the visible parts of lifestyle and prioritize the invisible ones first. Time, flexibility, reduced dependency. Not to feel superior, but to feel steady. This isn't about discipline, sacrifice, or extreme frugality. It's about understanding that many common habits are optimized for appearance, not resilience. Once you see that clearly, you stop feeling behind. You stop copying automatically, and you start choosing intentionally. If this perspective helped you think a little more clearly about money, consider liking the video or subscribing, just for more calm, honest conversations like this.